Chapter 25. She's still there, and she's giving him a very seductive look. In a further sped-up imitation of a snake, Warble practically jumps out of his skin again. He turns his back on the mystery woman and dials the number of the Kenwood Inn. "Yes, this is Warble McGorkle. I'd like to speak with my wife." "What? Oh, room 5. All right, thank you." When he hears Mary's voice on the other end of the line, Warble swings the door of the phone booth open and cranes his head out. "Mary, my beautiful, darling, wonderful, and not to mention sexy and affectionate wife, are you on your way?" "Warble, where have you been? You missed breakfast. Bran muffins with homemade marmalade and... Oh, never mind. And why are you yelling? Come to think of it, why are you talking so funny?" Warble ducks back into the phone booth, slamming the door shut. He looks over at the blonde. She's still there. Can't she take a subtle hint? The Florida sun must have fried her brain. Warble gestures at her wildly to go away. After giving him a look that could kill a man of a lesser constitution, she jams her car into gear and screeches off down the boulevard. "Finally," Warble says, and whistles. "Warble, are you okay?" "Couldn't be better, honey, couldn't be better. I found the fountain of youth, and I do believe it's spiked with Viagra." "What?" "Never mind, just meet me down here at Ripley's." "What's that, a bar? Warble, have you been drinking already?" No. "Mary, Mary, Mary," Warble says slowly, monotonically. Then he picks up the pace and quickly repeats it. "Mary, Mary, 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 Mary. Come on now, don't tell me you've never heard of Ripley's, believe it or not." "Believe it or not, I haven't." "Oh, you're killing me, Mary. Ripley's, believe it or not, the most amazing conglomeration, amalgamation, and all those other rations of weird and fantastic facts and exhibits." "That's what you said about the Smithsonian." "That was then, this is now. Just drive a couple of blocks downtown and you'll see it on your right. Can't miss it. I'll meet you there. I'm right across the street from it now." "Okay, give me a few minutes," Mary says and hangs up. Warble crosses the street and, while waiting for Mary, examines some of the curiosities strategically placed around the parking area. There's a giant log from Eureka, California that somebody hollowed out and converted into a dwelling. Warble climbs the steps into it and walks through. This is amazing, Warble thinks. From the inside, it looks like any other small trailer. It's quite livable, actually. Imagine living in a hollowed-out log like a bear. Man, oh man, what a nifty idea. This gives a new meaning to log house. A log house made out of one single solitary log. You could park this thing anywhere. If you ever got in a flood, you could just batten down the hatches and float on down the river to a Cajun hideaway. Warble is standing outside the log, admiring it for all he's worth, when Mary pulls up in the PTC. She gets out and joins him. He tells her all about it, but she isn't the least bit interested. She would be, but she's afraid Warble will take a notion to carving out a home for them just like it. Or, what would be more likely, deciding to borrow it from the museum and hitching it to the back of their car. She grabs Warble's arm and pulls. "Come on, Warble, let's go inside. It's getting hot out here." In every wing of the museum, Mary glances at the exhibits and then sits on the bench waiting for her husband. Warble is mesmerized, fully absorbed in every detail. He chooses to believe it all. As far as he's concerned, there is no doubt whatsoever that every exhibit is genuine, every fact fully corroborated, verified, and, so to speak, notarized. As Warble practically pleads with Mary to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to edify herself on matters varied and splendid, she mentions her lack of faith in the veracity of it all. "Mary, it's as plain as the nose on Cyrano de Bergerac's face that these are all certified facts. How can you doubt them?" "Why not Jimmy Durante?" "Jimmy Durante? He's dead. How can he prove anything?" Warble asks, bewildered. "Besides, Mary, these non-sequiturs of yours are starting to drive me bonkers." "That would be a short ride." "There you go again." "What would be a short ride? To where?" Back to the bed and breakfast, Mary simultaneously and deftly answers the question and changes the subject. Or, better yet,